Hi, hey, and all those other greetings of adventurers. Welcome back to SpadeGalzProductions, gaming and unboxing channel with me, SpadeGalzProductions, who's also from SpadeGalz Original, with Girless Excellence, Quidcore, Floweye, and vlogs, as well as our videos. And today we are back with another live stream of Super Mario Maker 2. Yes, the last one, that Smash one, that was a thing that happened, and I might not be the happiest with it, but it did happen, and it got me into the realization that I definitely need to work on Smash stuff. But, oh, hey, Shattuck. Welcome to stream. Something that I definitely wanted to do yesterday, and actually, for that Smash stream instead, was this stream. Now, my throat hasn't been that great, so doing a Maker stream is a fantastic idea because I won't have to really talk that much and it'll be a lot of thinking. Now, I've been going pretty full force today. I did I did my edit for the Aces video yesterday, so I uploaded the Luigi Aces online video, so that's up. And then I went and I recorded another one of those. So we've got that in our back pocket for whenever I feel like using it, because right now TSR is kind of in a weird hiatus that I need to just deal with, and I just haven't yet. And then after the tennis stuff, I actually went and did something in Smash Brothers that I've really been wanting to do a lot recently. So now we're finally here. It took a bit. I did start a bit late, but these things happen sometimes. So the stage we're actually going to be creating today is kind of interesting because it's not technically a new stage, but it's also not technically a reissued stage or a rebirth. It's like partially a rebirth, but only by like 5%, because it's actually taking a gimmick from a level that I really liked this gimmick, and I really wanted to make it into a full-fledged level, and I just didn't have the means to do it. And I think that Mario Maker 2 has given us the means possible to do it. It is 100% accurate, and I'll be able to do 100% of what I want to do? Not exactly. It's going to be a little more complicated than that. But it's definitely closer in Mario Maker 2 than it is in Mario Maker 1, and I'll explain why that is when we actually get into starting to create. Now, as I said, my throat's not feeling great, so I probably won't talk that much during the stream. Granted, it's me, so I'll probably talk a decent amount. And once I get my glasses all nice and wiped up, we'll be able to jump in, see how my other levels are doing, and then create my next one. Because I actually haven't played story mode in a while, so I don't know how my levels have been doing, because it's been a while, even though I have uploaded recently, because I uploaded story mode yesterday. So yeah, all is doing pretty well. So yeah, we'll just get started in a minute. And wow, the speed up music, I never realized how much anxiety it gave me. It's ridiculous. Yeah, other than the gimmick though, I don't know what level game I necessarily want to do or what theme. I have an idea from what I did last time, but I don't know if I'm going to do it in that way, since it's not directly at the same level, and there's more fitting things for said level, so I might try to explore for the theme. Oh, and of course, when I finished, there's something that went into my eye, so that's fun. Oh, wow, I am surprised about how the internet is doing, considering that, certain thing is not plugged in. Wow, the internet's actually doing pretty good. Darn. Dang, that's awesome. Sheddick says, wait, the encoder. Oh, probably because it was switching internet. Okay, we're probably still a bit of a buffer, like a tiny little like spark there for a second, just because it was switching from internet to, or from Wi-Fi to Ethernet. But we should be good. Shaddock says, I'm still making 1.3 right now. I think I'm going to upload it today, I think. Alright, cool, man. I actually thought that you already had it uploaded, to be honest. You've been working very hard on that. But you make very, very good stages, so definitely looking forward to that. Alright, so let's see here. Oh, 3 people liked the stroll down Snowy Lane, so that's awesome. Alright, 11 people played. Nice. Moshi's Castle has been played by some people. And then we have some people who played Sushi Delivery, which, again, is such an underplayed level. And for one that I really, really appreciate, a lot of people still really like this one. Can we get it to 100 likes? I don't know. Maybe. I think we're getting close to 100 or 1,000 on the bottom, so that's really cool. You got Moshi here. So Moshi's not doing too bad. And then Sushi, which Sushi is still... Sushi's hitting hard. Sushi, I think it's because of the picture in the beginning, and then people see that you have to do a clear goal, and they look at it and they're like, oh no. So I think that's a part of it. But we actually won't have a clear goal on this one, so I'm not too worried. Alright, we just gotta restart this. Let it all crumble. Alright, and I think I'm actually, for this one, as much as I do enjoy me some good old Luigi, I'm going to change it to Blue Toad. Just because I can. Alright, so I think I'm going to do Mario 3. Okay. So, the first one that I did with this gimmick was actually ground. So that is an option. But we do have snow now. Now, I have technically made a snow level already, but I don't know how these look. Okay, that could be kind of cool aesthetically. So I think I'm going to do Mario 3 and aesthetic. Yeah, Shaddock, you've still got all the records, so that's pretty neat. Okay, so I'm going to want to start us up. Maybe here-ish. Here-ish would be good. Yeah, so here's the thing. For this to work, and I do have my gamepad just to look at the old level. This is going to be a bit tricky. Now, the reason this is going to be a bit tricky is because I don't know how many of the stuff we can actually put. Because if you don't know what this level is, it is the Icy Grove, and I had this whole concept where I had these guys, and then I had these, and you'd bop up. So it was a little bit of a bop. Yeah, so this just in general, I'm just going to see how many it can go before it actually starts getting screwed up. Now, the reason why I think this is actually feasible more is because we can actually make these lifts larger and smaller. So you're going to essentially have a little bit more of a space to go, because if it's smaller, then it's not really going to make a big difference. You're going to have a little bit more of these going at the same time. Okay, yeah, so it's around here that is actually going to stop working. So that's where it shows kind of a limitation. Is from the start point, you can only go to like here, and that's not a lot of the level. Till it starts doing things like this. Okay. So I kind of got lucky with that. Also unlucky, though. But then, you can make, as I said, you can make them smaller by 1, or you can make them this large. Now, the thing about them being this large is if you put it down here, you can see there's a lot more space to walk around. Therefore, if they're actually not synced up... Good job, Spins. Great job. But, what I was going to say is, if they're not all synced up, it's big enough of a platform to where you'll have time to actually do things like jumping. So, I'm not really too worried about it. Okay, but that then leads the question of, how do we do this? Leads to a very, very good question. And honestly, I don't know the answer. So I'm going to be switching some stuff around. But I'm going to be trying my best. And you know what? Yeah, that was not really necessary. Okay. So this right here, so you can have it go up to like there-ish. And then if that's going to start being screwed up, then maybe what we could do is we can have it be lower but longer. Okay. Then on these, I'm going to start off with your general enemies. So we'll start off with like a Goomba. And eventually we'll go on into a little less of the general. Or more so Paragoombas, I should say. Okay. So... Okay. So you start off pretty general. You know, you got some Goombas. Then maybe down here... This can be where the power-up is. Now the problem is, even though we've gotten to this point, once we get to here, there's no guarantee that going onward, it will actually be the same thing. So that's going to lead to a bit of a problem, and that's where we're going to see more of a shakeup. And that's where we're going to have to change a few things and figure things out. Okay? We can get our mushroom. Now the question is, you can. Okay. So that's something I'm definitely going to need to be aware of and pay attention to. Because I don't want you to... Because I think this was actually a problem in the first one that I did this in. Is that you could get pushed to the bottom. Oh wow, I got really lucky with the spawn. No. Okay, so even fully, I'm not going to be pushed to the bottom on there. So that's good. Okay, and I don't really want to do anything like put a secret vine or anything, because I don't know with all that stuff. Okay. Then maybe we'll put like a, oh, my bad. Put like a smaller one here. Like a smaller jump. Okay, so let's see how that is effective. Is affected, I mean. Okay, so the bigger ones end up going slower. Okay, so we'll go to about there. Okay. That's not what I wanted. There we go. These always reminded me of tigers. I don't know why. I say that like it, again, like it's always reminded me of tigers, but like I just thought about it today, and then I was like, huh, they kind of look like tigers. Okay, so let's try this from the beginning now. It feels so loose-ended that way, though, you know? And I want it to feel more open. So, yeah, we'll get rid of these. Okay. Then maybe let's put some larger ones. And we'll see how that goes. So that I keep having to start from the beginning, but if I don't, then I'm not going to know how it'll sync. Alright, so maybe if we put a reset door, maybe it'll... I'm thinking that if we do it something like that, it'll sync better. Because it'll resync it. Could maybe try something a little more natural, though. Unfortunately, I think reset doors is just going to be the best thing to do for now. As much as I don't like the look of it. And then I'll maybe be able to figure something out that feels a little more open-ended and natural. Hey, I'm sorry if I said this right. No Fensac? Or Sax? I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Welcome to the stream. This is a level maker stream. This is not a viewer player stream. So just letting you know, man. Okay. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, I'm gonna have to split that up. I wanted to feel more open-ended. And like for Icy Grove, I wasn't able to do that either. So that's kind of a bummer. Okay. So it's not fully synced as much as I would like it to be, but the basic structure is there at least. So that's at least good. Okay. Now vertical or... No, see, I've considered this, but even though, as much as I would like to try this gimmick in a vertical plane and have it be more auto-scroll than anything... Yeah, that's how I was gonna... Right, that's how I was gonna do it. I was gonna put a nice little, like, auto-scroll on it, and I was gonna see if that was gonna affect how it went. Because if this affects how it spawns them in... Okay, well that definitely affects how it spawns them in. And definitely screws it up way more. So that's nice. Alright, so that's not gonna work. Wait, what? Oh. It's like, normal seems relatively slow. Okay, so auto-scroll is definitely off the table. Okay. Good to know. That is very good to know. Hey, Maxon R 2019, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you enjoy my ridiculous gimmicky level as my brain figures everything out. Right, it should go up. Too bad, like here-ish, probably. Not that it really is a big deal, but okay. So now we're gonna put in smaller ones. And on the third one, no, we're not going to do that just yet. Okay, now we're going to start making it go lower. Okay. So these will now all go simultaneously because they all spawn at once. This should really just be a rule on, like, anything. Like, I figured it was just, like, a social thing. You know, just not to mention, like, view count. It's, like, really low. I would love if that was a thing, because I try really hard not to look at the view count. Like, because I even go, and I turn it, like, I make it where I don't see it so that it doesn't affect me. And then people will come into my stream and be like, oh, hey, yeah, there's no one here. Like, well, I'm streaming on two places, but also now my ego is, or not ego, but now I'm just sad thinking about it. I'm like, well, that sucks. Alright, we'll put a nice little Koopa here. And maybe we'll put him closer. Oh, cool. So that still works, and it works as a staircase, too. Yeah, it's just my dog. Alright. Should I put these in? Probably not. This is probably a really bad idea. The idea to put red coins in here. But I'm more so kind of going to use warp pipes as like resets. Okay, yeah, that's definitely way too low. Okay, there we go. Okay. He can go closer to here. Okay, yeah, that feels like it's a lot more time to just react to. Okay, I'll put that one more down, and that should be fine. Oh, cool, and those are still in sync too. No, I should probably keep this fairly consistent. So that's the spot that marks it. It starts to go wonky. Alright, I'm thinking that maybe I'll put like a warp door here. Not a reset door, but like an actual warp one. Welcome, Dragon Dare Gaming, and, I mean, thanks for the level, man, but I'm doing a level creation stream, so I'm not taking any levels today. Hang on. Let me just do something really quick. Just give me a minute. Okay, that's probably a bold. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't have that appear beforehand. Sorry guys, I'll continue in a second. God dang it. Okay. I think now that should be fairly straightforward. And maybe once people will come into the level or the stream, when I have that up, people won't drop their level codes in there. It's not that I mind. It's that it literally says in the title that I am making a level, and people will come in and say something like, I got a level for you, or they'll just drop a level code. But I'm not playing levels today, so... Okay. So hopefully that will help let people know what this stream is. Just a guy lounging back, trying his best to make a level. Okay. So... So we can just move that over, and yeah. Alright, cool. Man, I wish that you could actually, like, make it to where they're all going to be in the same cycle. You know? So that'd make this such an easier level to make. Not copy. Okay. Move this. Just want to make sure that's not too jarring. I have a small question here. Aha. Why can't I make those? I'm very confused. Is it because there's not... But I want to be able to make... How does that even work? How does that work exactly? That stupid rail thing. What do I need? This? No? Huh. Was there just not room for it? Oh, there's just not room for it. Okay. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that's how I want it to be. Okay, so let's just test this really quick. It's not exactly what I meant. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. I mean, you could technically damage boost, but I'm sure I'll figure something out. Make sure that you don't. Alright, there we go. I don't know why I just started testing it. That's definitely not going to be a thing that will work. Yeah, I considered putting in a reset door for the Koopa, and then I realized, wait a minute, why would I need to put in a reset door? Because there kind of already is one. Like, there really isn't, but in a weird way there is. So it's about, like, here-ish. Okay. Okay, that should work. Yeah, for a second I thought about putting it in here, but then I realized that's not going to work. Okay, so let's try this now. Okay, so there is a small possibility that it's going to do that. But I definitely really should do this. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't screw up anything, but I don't think it should. Alright, that should work. Well, that was definitely the first miss I've made. Okay, and I think I'm gonna actually put this here, and you can actually, yeah, I think I can slope that. There we go. So yeah, so that'll be a nice easy thing to get through. Okay. How long ago did the Elgato crashed? The Elgato crashed. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It crashed that freaking long ago. God dang it. Okay, so the Elgato crashed, I don't even know how long ago. Like maybe 10 minutes ago. And I don't know how many people came in, but for some reason, whenever it crashes, people don't let me know. And I mean, it's not up to them, but it's very frustrating because the Elgato shouldn't even be crashed. Like, seriously, I don't understand why I keep having this problem. But basically, what you guys missed was this whole entire freaking section. And seriously, like, it was pretty much fine except for, like, one crash the whole day. Like, it worked like a charm, so I don't know what the problem is. But, yeah. So, get through the set door. Then you have this stuff to go through. Gotta bounce on this guy. And you've got this right here, so you gotta hit the on-off switch. And then, oh, don't put bricks there. Spins. Put blocks there. Yeah. Okay. That way, if you don't have a mushroom here to begin with. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so then this is going to get pushed up by this because you go up here. Okay, why don't I actually just show you guys what you missed? For like $150 though. God dang it. Because I don't know if it's my laptop or what it is, but if it's the Elgato for $150, it should definitely not be crashing. I mean, I know it's not like the most expensive capture card and it's not the most expensive thing. That's still a fair amount of money though. For it to be... God dang it. For it to be doing that. Yeah, but essentially this is what you missed. Just gotta hit that off. It's not that tricky. And then I added this stuff. So there you go. Alright, so that'll move you on to the next part. It's relatively simple. It's not really difficult per se, but honestly I don't really see that being a problem. But yeah, like it's a nice little fun gimmick. Again, it's not really necessary, but alright. It's a good use of it. So there we go. So at least it's not just straight up platforming and just this type of stuff, you know? Alright, so I think... since it's going up, we can have... like... I wanted to change that. I think that just, yeah, that just needed to go over one. And then I'll add for whatever I need. I'm honestly not even sure where I'm going to put all the mushrooms in for this one. Okay. Are you actually kidding me with that? Because it starts the screen off there. That's obnoxious as heck. Oh my god, that's such a pain. That is sincerely such a pain. So you're telling me I have to start it like all the way over here. Just so that this stuff can fit. I wanted to be able to make a level where you could just more so like roam around, you know? Have it be more exploratory than anything. Good job, Spins. Okay. How's that? Nope. No, it's not. It's not even. Hey Luigi, welcome to the stream. Okay, well if that's the case, then I'm not gonna... waste it like that. Then, I'm actually going to start you off here. And from there, let's see how that does it. Is that gonna? Yeah, that puts them all on screen. Awesome. Okay. So the question is more so, what do I want to do with this area now? Because there's relatively a lot that you can do. You just can't do like anything horizontally, and that's what I hate. Is that I can't just simply have it stretch across like this. Would it actually be fine like that? For how long, though? Probably not that long. Let's see anyway. Yeah, no, not for that long. But... maybe if it was like this. No. Not even like that. What a shame. What a crying shame. But that is not going to work. Okay, so that's how I'm going to have to do that. Okay. Well, I did at least think of one thing that I wanted to do. So... Okay. So that should be decent. Okay. So, I had this thought the other day. I think... I don't know if you can do this, but I'm pretty sure in the other Mario Maker you could. Right? So we just need to put... You can! Awesome. Yeah. So the thing is, if you try... to hit it, it's not going to work because it's too high. No, that's not what I was going to say. Thanks, Shattuck. I appreciate it, man. That's gonna need to be one lower. Actually, I can just make this one higher. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, yeah, so that will be good. So if you try to hit it that way, it's not gonna work. But if I'm thinking about this correctly, which I just realized this might not be the best plan because of how this works. I made... Made it one too high. God bless it, spins. That goes there. That goes there. Now, if I'm thinking about this correctly, it does work. Nice. Okay, awesome. So we'll have 2 right there. Okay, and then I'll have that right there so that you can get hit. Actually, I'm going to want this on this side. Okay. And then oh yeah. Okay. And then give you a mushroom here. Okay, so if you decide to go yeah, there we go. So okay, so there will be a decent exit, but you won't be able to. If you go up, you won't be able to just easily. So we want to get hit. There we go. We take the coin. Yeah. Okay. Now, of course, gotta make sure that we can properly exit. Yeah, you probably can, but I mean, it's not really a big deal. It's not like it's like cheesing anything, you know? It's not like the red coin's over here. Red coin's here, so that's fine. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Alright, so that's that little area. Okay. I'm going to save this really quick, and then I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll be back. So nice seeing all these, like, just lined up and like that. It's so nice. So good. And then I might take a page out of Icy Grove, too. Alright, so right now I'm calling it... I'll hopefully come up with a better name. Right now I've got Hoppin' Boppin' Hills. And if I come up with a better name, then we'll use that. All right, guys, I will be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Right now I have to do that. Cool. Okay. So let's see here. Now the main question is, after all of that, okay, so that's the general stuff. Okay, I'm seeing now that you can do a lot more with the smaller ones of these. It leads you to a lot easier of a time type of a thing. Yeah, no, I won't do that. Okay. So after this, right, and we'll worry about adding some like aesthetic flair later on if need be. Okay, just checking something. Oh, so they'll stay on. Okay. Nice. Okay. Right. So... Okay. Alright, that should be good. Alright, yeah, so that'll take you to the next area. Yeah, that was originally intended to take you up and above, but... Yeah, I thought about it, and I was like, probably be better if I went through, like... How'd I go through, like, here-ish? Silly me. I can have main ground, but... Shouldn't want to. I'm just gonna add a mushroom thing. Well, That's interesting. But I do it this way so that you don't get an extra power-up. And then if you die, you'll just spawn on it and it'll just be easier instead of giving like a block. Because I mean that'll also give an extra one, but it's a whatever. Okay. So what I'm thinking here, I'm thinking that these sub areas can work a little bit more in like a gimmicky way. Right. Okay, well that tells me what I need to know. So that would be more centered. Okay. Okay, so for this, I'm going to have the player climbing up. It's going to be the same gimmick, but going to be a few differences. Okay. I think I would make the screen stop scrolling, but that would be a no. Yeah. Big, big no. God dang it. No. Alright, this is going to be a little bit frustrating to work with, but that's fine. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Just need to do something really quick. We're good. Okay, so if I do something like that, and then I copy it, okay. Okay, yeah, it does definitely have to be one away then. Okay, well this is bound to be interesting. Okay. Okay, so if I do this, so I had it one above. that will give the length. So then I'll be able to... Right, I didn't think of that. Crap. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Well... Simple solution. Yeah, so that will definitely be moving. It's a good thing I put this in the sub area. Okay, so I definitely... Yeah. Definitely messed this up. Okay, so that one I got right. Okay, so that one I got right too. Wait. Oh, barnacles. Wait, how does that even make sense if they're all... Oh, it's that stupid grid thing. Yeah. Whenever I look at a grid, my eyes don't work at all. And it becomes a very big problem. Okay. I'm going to put one off screen so that I can go and copy. Now we can look through this. Granted, without the ice. Hi, Gamer Squidoodle. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you you enjoy. There we go. Doesn't look perfect, but it looks fine. Okay. So let's try this out. Okay. So we can't make it up through there. Okay, so that's definitely a stupidly easy path, but that's fine because you wouldn't know that. So if you go onto a vine like this, yeah. Okay, so then you'd have to switch. These ones you'd be like, why would I go onto those initially? But then as you're going on, you then be able to switch to like that. Okay. That being said, though, this one right here is probably not in a great spot. So maybe if we move it there. Oh, well, that spike top is now currently replaced. Poor guy. He got, like, utterly replaced. Not just straight up replaced. He got utterly replaced. That's unfortunate. Okay. So let's check that one out now. Okay. So I think this one definitely can be placed up a few more. So let's place that one up 2 more. Yeah, so that doesn't stop that one, so that's nice. Okay, so that's good. Because I don't want it to be too stupidly hard, but I don't want it to be easy either, you know? Like too easy. I mean, it's basically a pick a vine type of a situation. Oh, we got hit. Oh no, we got hit. I have absolutely no idea what the heck they're watching. Sounds like some kind of like horror film though. Which definitely seems out of character, to be honest. But anyway though. Okay. Alright, so that definitely shouldn't be too bad. Okay, and then the next one... So this one over here should essentially be the opposite. Maybe they're watching Bird Box. It's the only thing I can think of that they'd probably watch. That would, like, probably be slightly horror. Okay. And for this, I'm going to give you less options. Let's do 5. Yeah, there we go. So 5 options. Okay. Right. Right. I think if I do this a certain way, at some point I'll put like bumpers at the sides or something. Or is it the lowest? Oh, I just didn't put anything about the walls. Because I didn't need to. Okay, so that's what my issue is. Okay, so it actually needs to be by 3. So then if it's by 3, wow, okay then. Okay. So then if it's by 3, that should not be an issue. Now, I don't know if donut blocks are still counted in that whole enemy count thing or not. I'm hoping that's a no. Because if so, then this is going to really be an issue. But enemies aren't going to be affected by this. Alright, so the donuts aren't in there anymore. Because in the first one, weren't they, for some reason, counted in enemies like these and grinders? It was, like, really bizarre. Now they're probably in, like, their own category. But it's been so long since I played the first Mario Maker, too. So I'm personally not sure. Okay. Now I want to make sure that people don't just jump down The best way to do that would be making it to where they just can't, you know? Alright, so this one is definitely going to be a more difficult one. I did have a kind of idea to do something similar to this, but like more vertical. I don't know if you guys have ever played like Minecraft droppers, but I had an idea to do a Mario Maker level that was essentially based upon like a Minecraft dropper. Because I thought that would be kind of a cool concept. Will I do it / when will I do it? I'm honestly not sure. But like a fully vertical level, just straight from the top all the way to the bottom where you have to drop. And you have to just avoid stuff, I think would be cool. And then you'd only get like a certain amount of health points in the dropper. Maybe like in the middle you'd have like a checkpoint. So like 2 dropper levels type of a thing. I mean, I think it would be very, very doable. But it's different because it would be a perspective of, instead of being able to look down and being in a 3D plane, it would be in a 2D plane. And you wouldn't be looking down, so. I mean, I don't know if other people have done any ideas like that, but it's something that I definitely would like to try to explore one day. Because I think it would just be fun. Not that I've necessarily played droppers, but watching them is definitely one of the definitely a very fun thing to do. Okay. So the thing I'm gonna definitely need to make sure about though is that I need to make sure. Crap, they do count. The bumpers do count with enemies, guys. You can hide red coins / keys. Don't know how to call them. So that players have to handle everything. I mean, that actually does make sense. That makes a lot of sense. I did start putting some red coins beforehand. Man, that 50 enemy level is such a buster. Yeah. That being said, though, might not necessarily be the worst thing that there's that limit, because then I'm realizing that this should definitely have some of these be a little bit lower, so that it's a little bit more feasible. But this is definitely what I'm going to have to... Well, now that I think about it, I could just do it in such a way that I wouldn't need as many bumpers. Because there's no reason to go into the cracks like that for the bumpers. Yeah, so that'll save me some of those. So as I'm fixing these, I can definitely add some more. Okay. Definitely should start these higher, so then you can actually start higher. So then you can grab onto these and choose which one you want to go onto. Yeah, the red coin thing is a good idea, though. That would be amazing for, like, that dropper type of idea that I had. And then you'd be forced to, like, choose, like, a bunch of different ways to go and try to get the coins and stuff. Okay, so let's see. currently... Yeah, okay. So... Let's... Oh, that was... my bad. God. Always... Oh my god, and I was originally trying to grab Toad, too. What a shame. What a darn shame. Okay. Then this I'll just put lower. Oh, so I need to actually put on the thing. Nope. Aw, dang. Gonna try to do this without getting hit to make sure that's doable. Yeah, the first one's like a mercy one. This one is definitely going to be a lot trickier. Oh, that's a tricky jump, but it's makeable. Okay. Okay. So, that is doable. However, I think I'm going to make this one more lower. You could place one big beetle instead. Oh my god, you're genius. You are genius. Why did I not think of that? Of course, that's so obvious. For some of them, that might not be doable, but that just seems so obvious. Makes so much more sense. Especially for one like this. I mean, I'm going to have to definitely check for spacing. But other than spacing, I think we should be good to do that, actually. Thank you to Gamer Squiddoodle. Because that, seriously, that is so obvious yet so genius. Because I was like, I don't really need all those bumpers. Like, you know, not necessary. I might, if I need more enemy space, okay. That's kind of what I was afraid of. Is that the ones on the sides would carry over and do that. But, that being said, that's still, in general, that's still going to give us a lot more to work with. And if I go back and I change the other ones, that's definitely going to help. He says, I'm from Germany, and it's very late here, and I have to go. Thanks for joining in the stream, man. The bit you were here, you definitely helped a lot, that's for sure. So I appreciate it, mate. Okay, so we've definitely saved a lot more enemy space. The question now is how much harder / easier are these jumps going to be? I mean, in a sense, these ones, they are going to be a little bit less taxing to make, but honestly, that's probably a good thing. Yeah, I honestly feel like that's a better thing because you don't want it to be too tricky. Okay, so we can then put one, let's put one like here-ish. And we can probably get away with doing one more. And after that, could that be higher? See, that could be one higher. Definitely feel... Oh, he dead, though. He dead, though. Poor guy. Alright, so we've been going for about 2 hours, so not too bad. I don't think we're too far from being done with the stage in general, though. Okay. Yeah, so this jump is definitely going to be a lot kinder. Honestly, I feel like that's good, because you're moving around constantly, and that's going to make it where it's not a problem. These, I think I'm probably going to just leave them the way they are. I honestly don't see it being a problem with how they're placed. You know, we don't really need to worry too much about the enemy stuff at the moment. If need be, I can always go back and I can change some of those. But since this is the next portion and it's supposed to be harder, you know, I really don't see it being such a big issue. Oh, wait. Spins. Duh. Silly spins. Silly spins. How could you not? How could you not think to do that? And then we can get rid of that. Okay, so let's try this out. Let's make sure we can get to that. And of course I will change the timer to 500 seconds instead of 300, so you'll have a lot more time. Oh shoot. We know that it is doable without damage, so it's fine. Alright, cool. So that is definitely workable. That being said though, just make sure, and I'm sure, yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure with the small jump you'll be fine. Okay, so all we need to do now... Alright, so let's save this. Okay. And maybe let's... Yeah, one part's not really harder than the other. I guess if you're looking for tricky, that would be basically here. Yeah, because red coins aren't going to be necessary. Alright, cool. So that's not terrible. Make that higher, though. So yeah, you have to go underneath. You have to... Yeah, you just have to be careful. And I know for a fact that's doable. So, okay, cool. So now... So, the thing is, I think that by this point, we've pretty much done a decent amount of enough. I'm going to actually go back and I'm going to start from the beginning and let's see where we're at. Okay, so far not too difficult. The jump's pretty good. Pretty standard. You have fairly standard enemy placement. And we're going to try to get these red coins too. Alright, cool. So that's good. Oh, that's a fall. That's fine though. Okay. I actually forgot about this part. Because I was like, it's not really that much stuff that I have you doing. But then I remembered, oh. Alright, that's going to be a reset. Oh, I hope people realize, though, for that Koopa, and they don't think it's a soft lock. Granted, I need there to still be some kind of danger. Crap. Alright, so you can still slide under there, that's fine. Bop. And by thwomps, yeah! I still love that. Love that so much. Does that reach? Spins! Spins, you silly, silly guy. You silly. You god dang silly, man. Let's look that by one. Oh my god, spins, really? Really now? Hey, Bloops, welcome to stream. I'm not sure what that means, but I welcome you anyway. Alright. It's going pretty good. I'm recreating a level using a gimmick that I used to, or that I really wanted to use a long time ago, that I used a little bit of, and it went okay, but I wasn't able to really do as much as I really wanted to with it. So I finally decided, you know what, I'm going to try to make the full level right here and now. And the gimmick is just that basically the whole floor is this. It's a lift platform with a line going, and it's got a little hop. And thanks, man. I appreciate it. I've seriously wanted to do this gimmick for years in a Mario Maker level, and I just haven't been able to. So now that I'm able to, I'm pretty happy about it. I mean, this is a level that I definitely could have made in the first Mario Maker. So far, I mean, the red coins would have made it where, like, after the update, but... Well, that and then the switch, but you could have used, like, regular blocks, but that's just to make sure that you don't cheese. Actually, no, this is also for getting the thwomps out of the way. It's a good thing I tested this part, because I was like, oh, wait a minute, you can't do this without a mushroom. It's kind of a problem. Then this part... Okay, well, I knew that's what was coming up. But you actually... Basically what happened is the coin is in there, and you have to hit the block to get it. If you use it with a regular mushroom, then you're gonna break the block, and you might miss it, but if you do it the other way, then you'll be fine. Okay, come on. Oh. Don't. There we go. Okay, and I think this gets you to the checkpoint. Alright, cool. My god, this is so... It's like so much pressure, but I love it. Alright, we are going for all those coins really quickly. Thank you. The only big problem with this gimmick is the fact that once it's off screen, it will have this huge problem with actually loading them in properly. Ah, crap. Well, I probably don't need that, but that was how many seconds? Because that was as much as I have right now, and that's with me knowing how to play the level. I mean, granted, I want it to be fairly short. Let me just check really quick. Oh. Yeah, I think it was 180 seconds. So that's pretty good. I'm just going to check that really quick, though. And it's not loading. Okay, I'm just going to assume from that it's around 180. So that's not too bad. I mean, by that point, nobody's going to be jumping down there anyway, so I wouldn't have to worry about the bumpers. So I did that pretty right. Okay, so that's a pretty good amount. So I think we should start getting into the final stretch of things. You know, it might not take up that much of the level, but honestly, even though it's short and sweet, I think that the gimmick, it works pretty nice, and it shows that it's a gimmick that if I could use a little bit more and a little better, then it could definitely have a lot of potential. Okay, so a big problem with this, though, is definitely going to be where we're starting this off. So that being said, I'm actually going to move this over to here. I'm actually going to hope that putting this here, I don't know if it will help or not, but I'm not sure if it does. And don't worry, I'll go back and change and fix aesthetics and add more aesthetics and stuff to anybody who really likes my more like art type of levels. But I haven't used any reset doors either, so there is that too. Okay. So yeah, these will make sure that they stay in order, and I'll have a little bit more control over them. Now the goal I'll actually put over here for now, and I'll work on that in a second. Okay. So let's see. So I'm not going to have that many in a row. Oh my god, it's already screwed up. It's already freaking screwed up. Oh, that's why. Well, I'll be darned. I'll be freaking darned. That's wild. Yeah, that's wild, man. Okay, so those two are messed up already. Okay. It's rough. It's a rough gimmick to work with. And I wish it wasn't. Like, I wish you could just pick the cycle. And if you could pick the cycle, then I wouldn't have this many issues with it. Yeah, I was able to do more with the stuff beforehand. Well, I can still do certain things that I did in Icy Grove. It's just a little trickier to get it right. That's all. Okay. I just realized you could get a nice life from that. You could get a good 3 lives. So that's pretty neat. Oh, hang on, guys. All right, thank you. I had to turn my mic off because the somebody called recently. So thank you to Bullfight Roads, who's who just joined, and hey Pugrit. Sorry that I didn't. Well, I did say hi. It's just that my microphone was off because somebody called and I forgot to turn it back on. But personally, for me, out of the two that there are, I prefer making while it's on the TV, as opposed to the touch interface, because I've tried both, but for like all of them together, I just prefer doing it on the Wii U gamepad. Like that had the best Mario Maker interface, to be honest with you. And I don't think it was anything specific. I think it was just the fact that you had more control over everything. And it just felt better to me, in my opinion. Okay, so we've got that down. Okay, so you can always have it go like this. Now again, you could always just cheese it and easily grab that vine, but God, Toad looks so tiny in his tiny sprite for this. It's ridiculous. Okay, yeah, so you like very high key need to time that. Yeah, okay, so I'll move this one down, I guess. I mean, it is fairly easily reachable, but just in case. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. Okay, so how much room... Oh yeah, I have like a full screen to work with now. There we go. That's better. So what do you guys prefer to make in? Do you guys prefer to make on the TV? Do you guys prefer to make on the gamepad? Like tablet form? What do you guys personally prefer? Or actually, if I do that way... Gamepad? It's pretty good. I just thought of a thing I could do, but that's not really going to work. So... on the leaderboard for like the online stuff. With expert endless challenge, that's pretty cool, man. Right, and then I think So let's try that out. And I'll change the wall. Fix that. Okay. That makes sense to me. Yeah, except it really doesn't. God, of course I made it, though. One more. Alright. Thank God I can move that up, though. Alright, and then I can... Yeah, I can do something like this. Yeah, that works. Okay. I had it like... I don't remember. I wish there was like a repeat button though. Like an... Because there's the undo, but I wish there was a repeat. So then you could just check to see and then you can go back. Because I definitely made a big mess up right with that. Oh. God bless it. Sure, we'll do it that way. Then we'll try it out. As long as it's durable. Okay. I just want to check when they're going to start appearing now. I rather watching smaller streams because the big streams almost never read what you said. That's true. I mean it's a little more complicated just because when it's a big stream, like if you're on the Sonic stream, if they ask a question, it just goes by like with YouTube and it's like insane. So those bigger streams, like, it's gotta be so hard to keep track of. I've even had streams where I've had some trouble keeping track of, and it hasn't even been that bad. You know, there hasn't even been that much to keep track of. Okay, I just want to slow you down a little bit. You as in the player, not anyone specifically. But that should do it. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a process. Because, like, some days I'll have a pretty good turnout, and then others I'll like I won't have as good of a turnout. So it's always nice to see people that do come on to the stream. Oh, all right. Hopefully that's not too cluttered, but honestly, I don't think it's really that bad. I'm gonna change this. Yeah, that should be fine. And if I start it like up here, I mean, it does have the problem of then you can't go back, but again, I don't think it's really that big of an issue. Welcome to One Up Hudson. I am doing a maker stream. So I'm not playing any levels today. I am just full on creating, flexing my my brain skills as much as physically possible. If I can consider having brain skills, okay. And I'm thinking that maybe okay. So you got to make a jump, just a small jump, and then that jump will have a door. Okay, I'm just really quickly. All right. So this is going to be the last part. Okay. Okay, so this is not going to be that simple, though. Yeah, so, I don't know if this got on stream because I don't know if the mic was on or not. But let me know if you guys, what you guys prefer to build your levels on. So now what I'm going to want to do, though, okay. Okay, I guess I'd put for those. Yeah, thinking about it though, this idea is, yeah, that idea is not gonna work like at all. Yeah. Actually, though. Just get rid of those. So that key door Alright. Thanks for coming Bullfight Roads. Hopefully I'll see you in another stream. Alright, so let's see here. Honestly, I feel like it's pretty much just a feeling of like just end it here type of a thing. I followed you, so I'll come back if you're streaming again. Yeah, dude, totally. I'll be streaming Mario Maker 2, back and forth from level creation, Fire Emblem Three Houses, and then eventually I'm going to need to return to Mario Sunshine. So eventually I will be streaming a few other things. It's going to mostly be Mario Maker and Fire Emblem for now. Alright, so yeah, this last part, not anything too special, but... yeah. Just got a little screwed up, but that's fine. Yeah, so that'll take you to the end, but then if you get all the coins for the keys, you'll go all the way up here. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll do these steep slopes. One more. Yeah, but all in all, even though it's not the most insane level, it's I'd say it's a pretty good one. I like the way it turned out. Okay, yeah, I definitely... yeah, it's whatever. It'll look better that way. Yeah, I'll just have to deal with it. Yeah, I just realized even though that looks a little weird, it's a lot easier to center. Oh, that's why it looks so weird. I was trying to figure that out, and I was like, I don't know, it looks weird, I just don't understand why. Yeah, that would be why. That's an oof. It's a big oof. Anyway, though. This is a nice, good special room. Bonus room. Whatever you want to call it. Wow, Spins, you made it a soft lock. You made the special room a soft lock. God dang it. Put in a lot of hard work, got the coins, had your tears of sweater of tears, and you soft lock him. God dang it, Spins. Worked so hard day and night on that sweater of tears, and you're just gonna soft lock him like that? Like, dang, man, that's brutal. That's awful. That I almost accidentally made that mistake. That's horrible. Alright. I'm so glad I checked that. Alright, well cool. That is the, that's the stage then. Okay, that was a lie. That was basically the stage. So, now that we actually have the stage down, we have 2 things to do. Well, 3 things actually, because we have not placed the other 1-up mushrooms. So the first thing, as I said, we need to do is making sure the 1-ups are placed. And then secondly is, well, I guess 4 things. Because then we have to go around, check the aesthetic, make sure that everything like this looks good. Even if it might not necessarily matter all that much. We want it to at least be fairly pleasing. Nice and fair, aesthetically pleasing. Okay. And then we want to make sure we get those 1-up mushrooms. Alright, so that stuff is still good. So let's change this. Alright, so first 1-up mushroom will actually be like right over here. Yeah, and you can just jump back up. Alright, so that's pretty good. That's 2 1-up mushrooms. Okay. I don't think a one-up mushroom would really work in here. So I'm not too worried about that. Here, maybe? Let's put it up here. Yeah, totally. All that area is basically used. You gotta use that, so it's not like I can just put a one-up mushroom in there. You know. I could always put one over here too. But
Probably not.
Well, there's a red in there. Yay, obligatory smiley face. Okay, so that's there. So that looks... yeah. Okay. And the final area. Hey, Splatfest X, welcome to the stream. This is a maker stream. So I'm just going to be making my level in the stream. But if you ever see me streaming and it says playing your guys' levels or viewer levels or just kind of relaxing or anything like that, then that's when I'll be playing people's levels. I could. Yeah, I'm just making levels now. Thanks for the sub, mate. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I do have a standard rule that if you, for the viewer ones, if you do actually put in a level that... Alright, cool. If you do put in a level, you do actually have to stay for the stream so that you can see if you do actually enjoy me as a content creator instead of just like throwing it, and then you can get like feedback for your level. And then we can talk about that level and give feedback for more levels. Just as like helping as a community type of a thing. That's the only place I can think of, but like why would somebody jump in a pit? That would be like really, really silly. Yeah, fine. I can't think of like any other place to put it, you know? So I guess why not? You know, might as well. Alright, and then... because I mean, I still have doors. Really, that's not even the last door? Wow. Alright. Cool. So yeah. To get this one up, you actually have to jump down here. silly. That's so silly. But, like, where else would I put it, you know? You know, where else would I put that? And that's just the thing. Just really isn't a good place. Yeah, I don't really feel like that area needs enemies, to be honest. Yeah, so I guess next would just be coins in general. So, coolio. I mean, those are going to be a little more interesting to place. Yeah, just for the sheer fact that it goes up and down. Why not? Alright, cool. Yeah, I should just put those up top there. Boop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh! I almost accidentally didn't hit the thing. Yeah, I'll put some coins up there. And I'll put some up here too, because why not? Yeah, fine. Alright, that works. Yeah, usually I try to put a fair amount of like big coins here, but it's also like a fairly linear level too, so I'll just put those as more of like a warning. Yeah, I don't even know like what the thumbnail's gonna be either, cause it's like choose the most interesting thing for your thumbnail, and I'm just over here like I don't know. I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. Yeah, I have like absolutely no clue. Like at all. Yeah, I guess when you think about it, though, the red coins... It's more so like the red coins that are, Yeah, it's more so just the red coins that are, like, the big coins for this one. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll figure it out. I mean, I could have it be, like, one of the, more secretive places, too. Okay, well, I don't want to put any coins here. Because I don't want to lead anybody to one path or another. So I'm actually going to leave this area be. Now, that might seem a little silly. It might seem super silly, but I want you to be able to more so explore and get a feel for, like, what you want to do for that section. There might be people that are like, oh, you just don't want to put coins into your coin trail thing, huh? No, it's not that at all. I just... Because it's not... It's more of a, like, okay, go whichever way you feel is necessary type of thing. I don't want to clutter it either, because that was a problem with my last level, is that it got way too cluttered. Now, granted, because of all the tracks and stuff going on over here, could very easily have the same problem. I'm going to put one single coin. Actually, no, I'm going to have little coin trail. It's like such a short and simple level, but I mean, is that a bad thing? If anything, I feel like people might have some trouble getting the physics down. But other than that, I feel like it should be okay. I'm just going to do that. Okay. So that is all of the coins in here now. So now all I have to do is put in... Because honestly, I don't feel like this needs any special aesthetic. You know? And I honestly don't think that the sound effects will be that bad. Because there's not really that many... There's not that much of a lot of things in this level. Like, there's enemies and stuff, and there's rewards. But there's not anything specific that would need it, you know? I mean, I could put a few, like, extra things just for that reason. Because, like, these couldn't do sound effects. Alright. We all know that stereotypical glory shroom. Okay. Cat paw. I love doing the awe for the stomp one. Usually it's for, like, falling, but she's so good for that. And, of course, the preset flash for those red coins. Yeah, so that was the first red coin. These guys you don't really need. Okay, so now if you go through... Should I give a yay? Hmm. Okay, I understand how that works now. It's like a little, hey, you made it. Alright, so that'll be for that. Okay, I don't really need to do any of that. Sure, you got through the area. Good job. Yeah. You did a good. Do 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 do. Yeah, so there's at least like 3. I mean, to get this one, you have to like get hit first anyway. Well, you don't have to. It's just more that it's recommended that you did. Okay. Okay, that I'm specifically going to put on there. But I think if Toad were to get hit, I think this is the sound effect it's supposed to make. No. Okay. I figured maybe, because I knew about the whole music thing, of course, but I don't know if that was the thing. Okay. Could I put a bit of guidance here? Yes. Again, will I? No, because I feel like it's just better to explore, and I don't want there to be too much. So hopefully that doesn't make me seem like a jerk. Nope, wrong one. Okay, and then... Sure. Yeah, so if you did it right, the 1-up should be that. I could see that scatting being like a good, like, if you're supposed to be going through like a nice little like rose garden type of a thing, like it would work really well for that. Hi, Browazu PXD. Welcome to the stream. Or Browazu. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm bad with reading names. I hope you can forgive me. Okay, that made that way more epic than it should have been. Little guitar. Alright, yeah, so that's all good. And then this definitely does not need... Well... Okay, that does seem kind of obnoxious. Oh yeah, I don't know if those codes still work. Just letting you know, because my thing got screwed up. Oh, I got that one up too. Yeah, sorry about that. But I know on YouTube I do have it in the description. I'll probably just have to switch it to being on there because I'm so used to people being on mobile that like anytime I say, oh hey, just look in the edit thing and do that, people are like, yeah, about that. So yeah, I should change that. I haven't changed those panels in like a year, so that's definitely something that I should change. Alright, I will be back in just a quick second. I'm just going to take a quick break, but I will be back. Alright guys, we are back. Now, normally for these maker streams, they do take a good 5-6 hours to complete, and they take quite a while. Now, of course, we didn't do exactly everything, but if I were to add, like, fire bars here, for instance, which would be something that I did not add from the Icy Grove, even though, yes, it would give a decent amount of difficulty, the stuff right here is out of sync in general, because I wasn't really planning on putting anything. So there's that. But it's also so close to the end. This is an easier one. It's just more so meant to be the gimmick. And usually for these, we'd want to try to find the most interesting point of the level. And this is usually fairly easy to do, as my first level had a giant bully in it. So I did that, bully and thwomp, and just like an ice arena. My second one was the Moshis. The third one was the truck, but I should have done the fish pond. But the thing for this is it's so specific on the gimmick that I couldn't really work on anything artsy or making it look grandiose or feel bigger than it was. This feels more like a tech demo type of level because it's one that I've never built with, and it was one that I didn't want to be unfair with or have the level break too much, so I had to stay very, very cautious, and I couldn't really go too grandiose. And the part that feels like, the part that's super interesting feels like it could be a little bit too much, if you know what I'm saying. So, that being said, I'm actually not sure what part of the area I should actually put. I just don't know. Now, I could actually go around and I could look, because we want to find something that isn't too challenging looking, but has a nice, interesting flair to it. Now, that one part would generally be a fairly interesting point, and that's what I'm thinking of doing. That one, fairly interesting. Fairly interesting, but also fairly cluttered. Yeah, it's not too bad. I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough trying to figure this out. That might interest people. Maybe, but that does seem a little bit confused. I hate going into this and having to think, like, what is the most intriguing part and trying to figure that out, you know? I don't know. There's definitely a right... I don't think there's necessarily a right answer, is the thing. It's mostly just that there's a wrong answer, and the problem is I just never know what that wrong answer is. So I don't know, man. I don't know. These big buzzies might be interesting to look at, though. But I feel like in general, though, this was like the most interesting to look at. You know, those thwomps catch your eye. And you start getting that curious mindset of what is this level? I hope it's not a little too misleading, but I mean, it's a part of the level. You know, it's not a super puzzly level, but I usually do have at least one type of kind of puzzle type of feel in it. Yeah, and Hoppin' Boppin' Hill, even with the music, like, it fits. Like, the name just fits really nicely. Oh, that's not a good thing. Okay, well, there might not be a lot, but I mean, we also don't have to go for those either. Okay, so next, I'm going to want to get rid of that. Goomba. Would have wanted to use more, but it's a whatever. Might be better for us, though. Alright, cool. It worked the first time. We didn't get the good ending with the Koopa. Well, we got a decent one, so... Yeah, this level is just a lot of moving parts. I sincerely did that. I sincerely did that. I think that's actually the first time I've died on this level. And it's truthfully my fault. But I mean, it's something that can happen, you know? You just gotta be careful. I have a feeling this is going to be a level that has a lot more deaths than I'm expecting. Just because of how tricky it is to get used to this mechanic. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Okay. I just remembered what I forgot to do. Now, I wasn't going to make it 500. I was going to make it 400. Honestly, I'm usually pretty generous with that timer. But for this, I mean, I don't think you really need 500 seconds. To be fairly honest with you, I really don't think you need it. You know, SpongeBob needs his water, but you do not need those 500 seconds. Oof. I like the first one that I got, but then all these are just like, yikes. Is that better? Yeah, I guess that's probably going to be the best that I get. It's fine, I guess. Okay. Hoppin' Boppin' Hills. Like, I feel like the name works once you actually get to the level, too. Like, before you get to the level, you're like, Hoppin' Boppin' Hills, really? Like, that's what it's called. And then you get through the level, and it's like, oh, Hoppin' Boppin' Hills. You know? It's got that mindset to it. Like, I don't know, maybe it just seems a little, like, old-fashioned or something. Ow. My god, Spins. Are you gonna die in the same way? I hope not. That would be embarrassing. Oh, and I got the good ending this time, too. Cool. Boop. Alright, so glad I did not run into that. Okay, Spins. It's a pipe, Spins. Dude, come on, it's a pipe. Just go up the stupid pipe. Thank you. Why is it so hard to go up a pipe as tiny little Toad? Like, jeez. I don't understand. Maybe because he's so small with his sprite in this one? I mean, even his big one is, like, really tiny. I think this is actually, like, the Mario 2 sprite for Toad. Did he have a Mario 3 sprite? He probably did. Just not a playable one. Because I know Toad was in Mario 3. Okay. Alright, so I mean, yeah, you can still fairly easily do it that way, but... Come on, I need that reward. Yes! Granted, I'm not going for all the 1-ups, but... The key is the visible reward. No spins! Oh my god, I got so hasty. Oh my god, I was like, yes, I got it. I did the thing. But the checkpoint's also there, so like... If somebody does something silly like that, like I just did, then they're good. You know? Aww. Yeah, and to Brow, who was looking for my god dang it. For my Wii U friend code, I really don't play the Wii U that much. I do have it on right now. But hey Jeremy 2.0. Welcome to the stream, man. Boop. Oh, come on, come on. I got this. Yeah. Alright, spins, just don't die stupidly again, please. You literally made the level. It's not a difficult level. I think basically what I'm finding out is I just don't have good luck playing as Blue Toad. It's like the first time I played as him. At least on stream. Okay. I mean, for that, if you get a running start, like if you don't, then it's like, oh my god, Blue Toad. But if you get a running start, then it's like, fine. You're fine. Oh, I was gonna have that too, man. Boop. Yeah, it's not a hard one to get. I mean, if I really wanted to, and if I wasn't focused on like this whole gimmick, I probably would have made certain ones be a lot more tricky, but honestly, even though it's like tense and oh god, what the heck? Sorry, what they were watching on the TV was like really squeaky. L has luck. That's right, I usually play as Luigi for these. I just wanted to make sure that I showed off, you know, some difference. It's also like an odd day of the week. It's like a Tuesday, right? Tuesdays don't exist in a streamer's world. Honestly, let's be real here. Like, Mondays kind of exist. Wednesdays, sometimes. Once you get to Tuesday, though, it's like... Nah, those don't exist. That's not a streamer thing. Tuesdays aren't real. It's okay. Your therapist looks at you. It's okay. Tuesdays aren't real. They can't hurt you. Yeah, and then the other thing is, if I put anything to hurt you, people might be like... And if I put, like, a mushroom or anything in here, people might be like, oh, look, dev power-ups. Look at all those dev power-ups. Oh, my god. I'd be like, yeah, those aren't dev power-ups. That's just a bonus room, man. So yeah, had I put like a thing there and then I had like a mushroom in that, then people may have freaked out. Tomorrow's school? Yeah, that's it. That's the weird part. That's going to be the weird part for me because everybody's going to be going back to school and I'm now more like, oh, I rushed that. I'm more generally going to be streaming. Oh, I realized what I forgot about. I didn't think about the fact that the pink coins themselves wouldn't be gettable after the fact you hit the checkpoint. But I mean, they're also not necessary, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't know why, like, I have so much... Like, I have this little bit of anxiety when I'm playing this. God dang, it spins! This is like the one jump. The one jump in that segment that can realistically... Just, if you're not paying enough attention, it can really screw you over. But see, now I'm rushing because I'm like, I've got, like, nothing left in this level. I'm pretty much done. Am I proud of this level? Kind of. It's not exactly what I envisioned. It's not that I don't like the level, because if I didn't like the level, I obviously wouldn't be uploading it. And I would be saying that I'm not the biggest fan. But I feel like it could definitely be better. But that being said, it's also more so limitations by the maker. And by the maker, I mean, like, by Mario Maker standards, than it really is me. Because you can see right here, we've hardly gone anywhere and gotten any progress. And that's all screwed up. But when you haven't played it, you know, it's going to be a lot different of a feel, you know? So there's going to be that. Alright, guys, I feel like Hoppin' Boppin' Hills, it works. Again, is it a great name? No. Is it a great level? Yeah. It's alright. Not really how you want to advertise and then go, hey, play my level. It's a fair level. It's a fair name. You know. Could I have done better? Under certain circumstances, I feel like that's a yes. But... Okay. I gotta write this description. I mean, there's not really much to say. It kind of speaks for itself. You know? For Sushi, I could... You know, for the first one, I could say, hey, this was my first level. Go make sure to explore. The second one, I was like, this is a remake of Motion Castle, my hardest level. Third one, it had its own storyline of like, hey, you gotta try to stop the rival business from getting all that sushi and getting all your business. For this one, it's like... You stop and you're like, what now? After hop and bop, they're bouncing like, I don't know. This is the one time where it's like there's too many characters. There's no way to really describe it except for look at this level. Like, this is a level. It exists. Feel free to play it. I wouldn't really call it standard. Again, I wish there was a thing that just said gimmicky. But yeah, I'd go with short and sweet. Okay, guys, so... Wait, why am I taking out my camera? That's in the old days. That is in the old Mario Maker 1 days. Here, at Mario Maker 2, we can just take a screenshot. So if you guys want to play Hoppin' Boppin' Hills, make sure to do so by putting in this level code, because it's the only level code that will work for Hoppin' Boppin' Hills. And make sure to share it out with everybody know and love. Again, this was a relatively short stream, especially for a Maker stream. Does that mean that I'm essentially happy with the level? But again, the thing is, there's a lot more that gets restricted and restrained when almost every single screen you go through, you have to go down a pipe or you have to go through a door, and it's so restricted that I just can't do that much with that space, so it had to be short and sweet. Again, it was more like a tech demo, and it's not fully what I envisioned. But it is still a charming, quirky level that you would take to the dance because you don't have any... Well, when you don't have anybody else to invite. That's kind of how I would describe this level. That makes it, again, that makes it sound like a bad thing. But it's alright. I mean, it exists. It's not going in my highlight book. I do personally prefer Sushi Delivery myself. That is so far pretty much one of my favorite levels that's come out of Mario Maker 2. You know, seeing that in the thumbnail, that was a really good choice, though. Description, not so much. But, yeah, guys, feel free to, try to go do that. And, Jeremy 2.0 says, is a cool level. So, I appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate it. So, thank you for your thoughts on that, because that makes me feel great. And, I hope that you guys would, will enjoy this level. And, I mean, that's all I can really say, is I hope you guys enjoy it. So, level's uploaded. It's only been 3 hours. That means we have time for me to quit early and go have dinner. Yeah, I'm not going 30 more minutes to do like a 4-hour thing. It's been long enough. It's a Tuesday. But on the bright side, that gives all of you guys enough time to go check out the Mario Tennis Aces Luigi video that went out today. It is a superb video and it is amazing. Go check it out. It's a really fun one. So, yeah. Enough stalling. I'll see you guys later. Keep your toes safe and hearts!